Hello, everyone. Welcome back to No Man's Sky Live Extras here, live with Lava Lamp. And I'm KJPC Gaming. We're going to talk about our Christmas tree build for the UAS Murray Swishmas thing. I'm just going to spend 2 seconds talking about finding this planet. About a day or two before we were supposed to have all this stuff ready to go for Zane, I jumped in first to Euclid, to the UAS there, and I looked around and I thought, this is going to be impossible. And then I went to Eisentam, to where the capital is, and started there, and then thought, it's too busy here. So for the very first time, I went to UAS 3, which is Nomol or something like that. I don't know. After 25 star systems, I came into this system and I found this planet and then found 3 lushes. And I thought, here we go. We got it. And we submitted a list. Both Christy and I submitted a list. And Zane put in a vote, and the council voted. And this is the planet that we voted on. I don't remember the name of it, though. Venoy something?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
No, it's blank.
Yeah. And then...
Benny something.
What?
Benny something.
Yeah, something like that. And then we all got together while Zane was live and picked out some names for all the planets. And I went back in, and John went in on PS4, and we named all the planets. And at the last second, we found someone on Xbox to go in and name everything. But PS5, I guess, doesn't carry the names over from PS4.
Yeah, there's issues with the naming conventions on PS5.
Yeah.
Oh, not the naming conventions, just the uploading things.
Yeah, the upload thing. So then Zelric had to go in and rename everything too. Because he has a PS5. All right, this build, for me, I wanted to have a little village of little creatures that have a special Christmas tree that was gifted to them by some superior species. And so that was my basic idea for the build. And then I told Lava he had to help me.
Yeah, and I thought, well, a temple to the Christmas tree, so that was my contribution in the artistic direction.
So we're going to start out here at the very last part of the build, which is the landing area. And I had just put in some landing pads, and then Lava said something about trees. And you want to take us over to where you put in some trees to cover some stuff?
Yeah, over here, I'll go down the stairs. Yeah, over here there was a big gaping hole, so I thought, no, we need to fill that in with trees so people don't fall in. They'll come up to certain spots maybe and have a look, and they won't actually fall. Yeah, because it's fairly deep, and this is permadeath.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. I also put these Quicksilver items in. So, instead of having the base ground level, I thought I'll bury them and get the terrain back. So they look really nice at night time.
They do really look good at night. There was one other that we never got more in.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's about 3 or 4 of these ones as well. So the coral things, but yeah, this one over here we never got more than one in. So I'm not too sure why. Maybe just ran out of time.
Yeah, I don't think you were ever really happy with the color either.
No, it's too bright at night time, and
Ah,
the more muted colours, sort of black and white, so it's not really Christmassy
we
colours.
did try a few colors. That's the one that was too
Yeah,
bright. Was that that's
yeah,
that blue one, and it's just blinding, even in the middle of the day.
yeah, yeah. So they look great, but the colours need to be, the brightness needs to be toned down.
With a lot of things, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So,
the stormless planets, but during storms, things are just overwhelmingly bright.
yeah, they're very powerful.
But yeah, but it's also a few Easter eggs around.
There are a
There's
few.
yeah, nip nip
I
planted
think
directly into the ground.
I think the next thing that I put in, next to last thing that I put in, was this bridge. And
Hmm.
I just wanted a more sort of flat walkway that goes up to the main build. And I love bridges, and a covered bridge in the snow is like a classic Americana thing. There is nothing classic Oz about this winter for you though.
No, I've never had a cold Christmas. It's always been hot summer Christmases.
Yeah.
Summer on the beach Christmases.
I'm still not happy with the number of hobbit huts.
Hmm.
There are quite a
Oh,
few.
we can add more later. The sky's the limit. It's nowhere near the 3,000 part build limit yet.
Oh
So.
no, not even close. It's tiny. One of the things that I did want was for each set of hobbit huts to look different and individual, like different families lived in each set. And this was
Mm.
the first one right here. And so this is where most of the nip nip went.
The village supplier.
The village supplier. So they got their own Christmas tree. And then I think you were the one that went and got the desert trees.
Yeah, they look nice. It's yeah, not exactly Christmassy, but yeah, they look nice.
Yeah, they do really look good. I like them a lot. And I put in this one, and I'm not satisfied with it. I don't think I ever finished what I had planned for it.
Mm.
At the very last second, I put in those last couple of pairs over there. And I think that in the end, they came out the best because they had more knowledge. You know, I knew more about what I was doing. And when
Yeah.
Zane was here, he really remarked on how red the trunk is. And that's just whatever color we picked for the trees. My game is
Mm.
freezing a lot. It's like every couple of steps, it's like, ah. So let's talk
Yeah.
about this awesome building of yours.
I've been building towers in this shape, and most of them are really, really high. They're like about 200, 300 units high. And I really like the basic floor plan of this. And I thought, yeah, it would be a great um, foundation mm, for this particular build because it's sort of temple-like.
It
And
really
Karen
is,
actually
yeah.
restrained, yeah, Karen actually restrained me, and I cut the the height down by about a third.
It was much, much higher. And
Yeah.
it was like twice that height almost when I got here. And I was thinking about the tree, and I knew how big the tree would get, and I was like, the tree's really going to be dwarfed. It's way too big. But I had the idea that I wanted the Christmas tree in the center. We had stairwells down all the way around in Lava's original build. And I wanted the Christmas presents to spill out of this building and onto the floor. Like some little kid had been rifling through, and just looking for his own presents. You know how kids do.
Yeah.
And I'm still not happy with that one Christmas ball in the back, how bright that one candelabra is. But the tricky thing is that if you delete anything at all, underneath or above, it takes the whole, it takes the whole thing with it. Lava just now added a golden gag. And there it is. Hiding down there.
But I found out the hard way. Karen already knew, but I found out the hard way. Don't delete anything, because I deleted the light fisher and it took everything. Took the tree, took the mud hut, took all the decorations, everything.
The hitbox on these mud huts is extreme, and there's some things that you can do on the inside. You can attach lights to the walls, you can furnish them, things like that. But anything that you do that's sort of interacting with the hut, if you delete that thing, it takes the hut. And in this case, the tree is attached to the hut, so it took the tree as well.
Yeah, absolutely everything, and I was gutted. I often turn off my protection so Karen can shoot me. So she declined.
I was a little bit irritated, but then I saw it as an opportunity because I don't think I had this little floor under there on the first one. It was just sitting, It was just sitting there.
Yeah, and I think it looks a lot better now than it was originally when it was sitting flat.
Yeah.
But the last part of my contribution to this tower was the star-shaped parts up the top there.
Yeah.
With all the glitches sitting on top. So yeah, I built that star-shaped pattern. That was my last contribution to this actual main structure part.
So we were just going to put some stars, and I was going to build a pyramid and try to delete the pyramid out from underneath the stars. And my glitching capabilities aren't that good yet, and it's a work in progress. But I wasn't able to get the stars to kind of do what I wanted them to do. And then he's like, well, how about we put this up here? And I said, just do it. Instead of explaining it, just do it and I'll look at it. And I really liked it. And so then we went up there and put all those calcified stars, is that what they're called? Up there.
Yeah, or something.
This center one, that is obviously glitched because that's an upside down paver. And I only did that so that I could put in this candelabra bloom. So then we had a problem with, way back at the very beginning, I wanted to have blinking lights. And so I searched the YouTubes and I found the shortest video I could find about making lights blink. It
Yeah.
turns out that it's really
That
kind of simple, I think. Did you think it was easy?
once I saw the video, I thought, oh yeah, I can do that. But yeah, the wiring of the blinking parts is Karen, and Karen placed all the lights. Yeah, I was sleeping at the time.
Yeah.
And
I
yeah,
think
I wired
you
up
were
the
originally going to put the lights on the
individual lights.
inside of the walls, though, right?
Um, I was thinking about putting it on the inside of this V pattern, but it's a lot better where it is. I think it's a lot more visible. Because it would have been really obscured if it was in that V-shaped pattern. So yeah, but I really like those. It's you see them from hundreds of units away.
Yeah, you really can. When it's going to render, it renders from a long distance, and I like that.
Mm,
The ones on the wood
yeah,
structure, however, don't. The lights that are on the wood structure, for me anyway, I can't see those lights until I'm actually inside the base area,
yeah.
at least for me. So let's go look at the guts of this build. And our little kitty cat's down here. I've put in and taken away the wire hider several times. And
Yeah.
because parts of this, we needed to be able to see the wires.
Mm,
So the base computer is up there. Underneath the floor, you can just see, if I go into camera mode, maybe you can see a little bit better. But you can just see that those big Christmas balls actually stick through the floor because they're sitting on the floor of the mud hut. And it extends down all of these branches. All of that is part of the mud hut. So that flooring there that it's sitting on is actually inside the mud hut. So if I delete any one of those floors, goodbye mud hut, goodbye Christmas tree. So
which isn't good.
this is way more power than we needed, I think.
Oh, I'm not going to go into the menu because I might
No,
fall through the ground.
but I think you'd looked at it before and you told me that that was more than we needed, which is better than
Yeah,
not
yeah,
enough.
yeah. So it blinks all through the nights, which is what we need.
Yeah. So I just go into build menu so you can see the wiring here. This is an inverter. The light bulbs there, I just had lava put there just to remind me which one was supposed to be white and which one was supposed to be red, because that's necessary. So there's the second inverter, and in the middle is a switch, so I can turn the whole thing off and turn it back on. But in order to get them to blink, you see that turning on and off, I had to wait on this wire right here um, until that one was off. So I timed it off, on, and then I placed it when that one was off, and that gave power to this inverter. And that's how I got them to flash back and forth in solid pieces.
Mm. Yeah, I only have individual blinking lights. I don't have to do the double blinking lights on my own builds, so I'm not that brave.
It's a huge number of lights. I'm not going to tell you how many lights it is because I did do the math, but I didn't write the number down. But it's a huge number.
Yeah,
So every
and
wall has a light on it.
mm,
Ah, God, my game keeps stopping. All right, but I did practice all this first. So let's go over to the original hut. I put in bunches of frostwort, but they don't glow at night. So here's the original hut, and there's a little Easter egg in there for Lava that he hasn't seen yet. You see it?
Looking. No, I'm blind.
I put a Christmas tree in.
Oh, yeah. Christmas tree came up. No, I can't see any golden cake statues. I can't see any. Not going.
So that right there
Well,
is the build platform. And for those of you that are familiar with my building, I build a platform where I put a refiner and a teleporter, and out of the way of the main build. And then I start the main build, whatever it's going to be. So I thought, oh, well, it would be kind of cute to have a little building over there, like a little Christmas hut over there. And that would hide the main sort of building platform. And around the back, as an afterthought, I wish I'd done this earlier, I put an ATM machine in. And here's a power switch for that. We'll see if we have enough power for this to stay on. So there's an ATM machine out of the back that, of course, Zane never saw this part. But you never know when you might need something. I think this is getting contact power. Is there a wire? Oh, there is a wire. That's right. So I'll just turn that off. And then I put in glowy mushrooms. But yeah, inside the hut is this power. And I thought that's never going to be enough power for that whole tower. And so I guess that's when I thought I'd try to put the power underneath the tower. But I left this going anyway. And you can see the inverters switching back and forth here. You can see the crazy wiring. And I put a toggle on the teleporter as well because it draws, what is it, 50?
I'd have to double check. That is 20, so it's not
20.
that much at all.
It's not as much as I thought it was, certainly.
Yeah.
So, oh, sun's coming up. There they go. Is that everything? I think that's the whole village, and there's some nip out here.
Yeah, and there's the flags all the way around.
Flags all the way around.
Oh, that's one thing I didn't do.
And they actually don't need to be powered. So that's cool. And the glitches that Lava put in sort of light up that dark corner there all the way around.
Yeah, but there's a few places that didn't have any, and still need
Around the back, yeah.
Yeah.
I came here before we shot this, and I got rid of all these pure ferrite stacks and dihydrogen stacks, and they were here as soon as I entered multiplayer, so they must be in your cache.
Yeah. But I like those though. Yeah.
I especially like these little fruit trees. They looked really, really good. And the color on the leaves matches the color of the stem, or the trunk rather, on the big Christmas trees.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that we can scale these trees. So I can't remember whether we could scale the trees originally. I think they were just one set size.
Oh, back when we first got them last year.
2018, I think we first got them.
Oh, that's, yeah. Yeah, it was quite a long
Yeah.
time ago. So, for those of you that don't know it, yes, I named the bird Overlord Zane. That's a UAS standing order.
Yeah, and they're all red spots for me.
You gotta turn around. There we go. Is there anything else that you wanted to show?
uh, all the hidden nip that's if people come to the space, they can search for it themselves.
There you go. There's a lot of it.
There's there's nip planted all throughout the base. So.
You know what I forgot? I forgot my favorite part.
Oh yeah, the Christmas tree, the the balls.
Here we go. There's the Christmas tree. The elves drop their balls. Let's go stand over here, and I can make a thumbnail of the Christmas balls.
Oops.
There we go.
That's it.
Pretty good. All right, so if you guys want to come and visit, once again, this is the Winter Wonderland build. And I'll get the glyphs on the screen eventually. There we go. It's in Eisentown in UAS 3. And so those first 4 glyphs are the ones that you need if you already know the UAS. And so, yeah, this is our build, the Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun building this with Karen. Yeah, it was really, really great. Thank you very much. And thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you so much for helping, Lava, and for not being mad at me for volunteering you.
No, I enjoyed it. So,
All
yeah,
right,
it was
everyone.
great.
Thank you so much
I
for
thoroughly enjoyed myself.
yeah. Thank you so much for coming along. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Yeah, have a great day. Thank you, everybody.